What's up, guys? Welcome to Parlay today for December 4th, 2021. Hope everyone's doing well. Got a Miami Marlins hat on. We're in one of the worst teams in baseball during a lockout. Gotta love it. Got some wins yesterday, guys. Before we get into that, make sure Week 13 NFL picks. Check them out. I know we got a lot of football today, college football. I know we got a lot of sports today, but NFL, baby, Sunday. We win on Thursday. We win more on Sunday. We clean up on Monday. That's how it works. Got a comment in here. Las Vegas in the house. Let's go, Edwin. Let's go, Edwin. Let's make some money today, baby. Let's make some money today. All right, hammer the subscribe button. Got some people in here already. Should we celebrate our wins yesterday? We had a huge day. Huge day yesterday, okay? Big NBA win, first of all. Start the slate. 76ers money line hit, Pelicans 7.5 hit, Celtics +8 hit. Hockey, unfortunately, we did not hit. Vegas won. The Oilers did not win, I believe, right? The Flames won. Just making sure my numbers are right. So we missed this by one leg. So we're one leg short from hitting that. Boom. It's Saturday morning, guys. Jumbled a little bit. UTSA +3.5 hit. Oregon 2.5 did not hit. Oregon sucks. And we hit a college basketball parlay. So Bryant versus Houston over 140 hit. There were 150 scored in that game. Notre Dame, BC, there were 130 points scored in that game. And then Kansas -6.5 covered with ease. So we won this and we won this. So say you put 100 on all three of these. Say you put 100 here, 100 here, and 100 here. Okay. Math isn't great, but that's 300 there. You netted well over $1,000. So that's a big day, big win for the team here. Let's make it happen. There you go, Edwin. All right, so we got some big time games today for sports in general, basketball, hockey, football, you name it. Nets money line, Heat +7, then Warriors 8.5. That's my NBA parlay. A little smaller odds today, +510. Not a lot of great value on there. And I tried to get some later games. There is one game that starts early, but most are later because I did get on here a little later than I would have wanted to today. But NBA, there it is. Hockey. I want to hit a hockey parlay. I haven't hit a hockey parlay in a few days. So hopefully we get this done today. Least money line, Lightning money line, and then Predators 1.5. I said yesterday, guys, strategy is money line, puck line. That's how we've been doing it for the NBA. Adam Greenberg, Tanner, yes, question mark. Yes, Tanner's right here. B parlay, best content for real. There we go. Gotta love it. All right, so we just got the hockey parlay in there, right? And then we'll go college football at the end here. College basketball, American +5.5, Idaho +15.5, and then Arkansas Pine Bluff versus Baylor over 143.5. This is kind of like the over I'm thinking in this game is kind of like Houston. Houston's over yesterday. They scored the majority of the points, and that's why it hit yesterday. I mean, I think Bryant scored 40-something points. So I think the same thing happens in this game with Arkansas Pine Bluff and Baylor over 143.5. And then college football today. Got a big day of college football. Bama +6.5. If you don't like Bama and you like Georgia, I don't really care. This is Alabama. 6.5 isn't a great number to lay as a dog. It's better number to lay as a favorite. But again, it's Alabama. You're the man. Thanks for the NBA parlay. No problem, my man. No problem. College basketball too yesterday. Big college basketball win. I was proud of that one. Appreciate it, guys. Bama +6.5. This is Alabama. That's what I'm going to say about this game. This is the SEC championship, and this is Alabama. Cincy -10.5. Cincy needs to win by 10.5 today to make the college football playoff. That's what it comes down to. I don't think Houston is very good. I saw them play UConn, and UConn was able to cover and hang in there with them. And I know the spread was 32.5, but still, I'm going to go with Cincinnati at 10.5. If they want to make the college football playoff, they need a dominant win day. That's what I will say. And then Iowa +13.5 against Michigan. How can you not take this? If this bet doesn't hit, I would be shocked. The Iowa leg of this. I mean, Bama, Cincy, whatever. But the Iowa leg of this bet at +13.5, they're giving them 13.5 points in the Big Ten championship game. Michigan coming off the Ohio State win. Obviously, they're going to be inflated. But you know what? They might fall off. They might say, hey, we're going to steamroll Iowa. Iowa's offense is painful to watch, but they do run the football, and they want to play physical with you. Michigan wants to run the football. Michigan likes to play field position. Iowa likes to play field position. It's going to be a low-scoring game where Iowa's going to try to come out and run the football. Iowa +13.5. I don't know how you cannot take this bet. It was 11 yesterday. It's 13 now. It's great. This is great. College football, I like Houston +10. Okay, Iowa +11. Iowa +13.5 right now if you haven't locked it in. But yes, I 100% agree with that. I mean, Houston – I kind of like Houston, I'm not going to lie, but I'm thinking from the standpoint of Cincinnati, it's probably going to be close in the first half, and then I think Cincinnati pulls away, and they need to pull away. They need to. Bought a half a point on the Bama game. That's great. That's a great bet. That's a great bet. Bama going down. I don't think Bama's going down, Terry. Honestly, I don't think Bama's going down. I think Bama's pretty damn good. I think Georgia's better, but this is Alabama. We're talking about Nick Saban, Alabama as an underdog. I'm gonna go with the Crimson Tide. All right, Adam Greenberg, first time here, new to the site, loving it so far. Appreciate the picks. No problem, Adam. Happy you're here. Happy you're joining us. Advise on the Oklahoma State game. Yeah, we're going to talk about the other games now. Let me just finish these comments here. Adam, appreciate the picks. Everyone got there. All right, let's talk about these other games here. We'll just run through them all real quick. Let me get the sports book up. All right, so NCAA football. All right, Baylor, Oklahoma State, 12-27. So we got to lock that in. I mean, I like Oklahoma State. I like Oklahoma State money line probably, and then Baylor. I don't mind Baylor plus 6.5. Baylor's been a bit good Baylor's been a very good upset team this season. So again, plus 210 money line. There's a lot of value there. There is a ton of value for them plus 210 money line. Again, I think Oklahoma State's going to win, but if you want to go Baylor, but plus 6.5 is plus 100 right now, and then money line's plus 210. So there's a lot of value on Baylor in that football game. Utah, San Diego, Kent State, Northern Illinois already started. We don't care about that right now. Utah State, San Diego State. I would go San Diego State 6.5. I think they're a much better football team. App State, Louisiana Lafayette. I like Appalachian State at 2.5. I think that's a great bet. And I also like them money line. I don't think Louisiana Lafayette will be able to play with them. Georgia, Alabama, as we talked about before, Alabama at 6.5. I would buy the point. If you want to buy half a point to get to 7, I think that's good. But Alabama's going to win that football game. Cincinnati, I think Cincinnati wins that game as well. Iowa, I do think Michigan's going to win the game. I really do. But Iowa at 13.5, how can you not take that at 13.5? Like, that is a literal steal in the sports book. I don't know how you can take it. Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, a little Kenny Pickett. Love me some Kenny Pickett. 3.5 is a terrible number to lay for Pittsburgh as a favorite. I would go Wake Forest at plus 3.5, and I would also go Wake Forest plus 138 on the money line. I'd go with both of them. When you look at that football game, it's like Pitt has been good, but they've played down to bad teams. And Wake Forest, if they can show up today, it's probably going to be a closer game than anyone would expect. I mean, Wake Forest can hang in there with them, and then Pittsburgh all season has been a team that's, hey, we're going to take the first half off and then we're going to pull away in the second half. At least when I've watched them. Wake Forest is a team, if they can stay with them and they can make this a shootout, they can win this football game. I love them at plus 3.5. Over in the Pittsburgh game, yes, and Wake, Adam, I would agree with that. Go over. It's going to be a shootout. What's the total? Let me see what the total is at. 57.5. I know, 71.5. So, yeah, I hate betting totals that high, but again, it's probably going to go over because that's the kind of offense that these two teams have. And then finally, USC, California tonight. I would go with California, Berkeley at 4.5. Maybe USC's got a little juice now with their new head coach coming to town, but we'll see. James Simon, let's see. Sorry, Tanner, Bama gets beat by 2 touchdowns, brother. Sorry, no Bama in the college football play. You don't have to apologize to me. I can give a shit. I think Bama wins today, though. To be honest with you, I think Bama wins. I hope Bama wins because I'm a Bama guy. I'm a Nick Saban do or die bleed Bama. I love Alabama, and I'm taking the line though because I'm saying Nick Saban is underdog at 6.5. I mean, this is a good Alabama football team. It's not as good as we have seen in the past, but it's still a good team. Georgia's very good though, so we'll see. We'll see how the games go today. Any other questions? Throw them in the chat, guys. Very productive day here. I'm excited for some college football games. What game are you guys most excited about? I'm definitely most excited about Georgia, Alabama. I'm excited about Houston, Cincinnati too, because I don't really want to see Cincinnati get in just because they're going to get blown off the field. And like Cincinnati has not been good against American teams this year. Like they have not. I don't know what they are against the spread this year, but every game I've seen them play against an American Conference team, they're nearly getting beat until the second half, and then they pull away. All right, like, come on now. Come on. I don't want to see them get in, but it would be good, I guess, to see a mid-major in there as well. I'm torn. The one game I'm most excited to bet on today, easily Iowa at plus 13.5. Are you kidding me? Like, that value is just tremendous. It's tremendous. So that would be my pick of the day. Can you put up college basketball picks one more time? Yep, Adam, I got it right here. Let's see here. American 5.5, Idaho plus 15.5, and then Arkansas Pine Bluff versus Baylor over 143.5. I think with college basketball, guys, there's so much value because there's teams like all over the country and there's hundreds and hundreds of games. Like there's so much value, you just got to look for it. That's why, again, guys, like I don't bet. If you notice a lot of my college basketball picks, I don't bet the major conference teams because I don't. There's more value in the mid-major teams and the small teams because the sportsbooks don't pay as much attention to it. That's why I go with those teams. No problem, Adam. I don't trust Harbaugh. I love the Iowa game. Yeah, I don't trust Harbaugh. Like Harbaugh is going to punt on the 40-yard line going in, and so is Ferenc for Iowa. So I don't trust. I think that's going to be a low scoring game tonight. But again, at the same time, it's the Big Ten. It should be a low scoring game, and I do think Michigan wins. I genuinely, it's their first Big Ten championship game. I think they win, but Iowa is going to cover 13.5. I think they lose by a touchdown. I think they lose by 3 points. The one thing for Iowa, the one thing they have to do is keep it close, right? Because Iowa cannot play from behind. They can, if Michigan gets up 21-0 early, Iowa's not going to be able to cover because they just don't have that kind of offense. They need to throw the football a little bit more. And when they are forced to throw the football, they're not going to be a good team. So that's the problem. Purdue has covered the spread in every game except for last night. I lost big on it. That's all right, Terry. It's all right. That's what happens. Baylor just fumbles at the 20. Yeah. Baylor shoots themselves in the foot a lot. Yes, I would agree with that. But there's a ton. If they play their best game, did they just fumble? 12:07? They must have just fumbled. Baylor does shoot themselves in the foot, but if they play a good game, they can win. So that's what I'll go with. Enjoy the games, guys. I got to go get a run in here, get the stress levels out, think of some more bets, and then sit down and watch college football all day. So very excited about that, guys. Have a great one. We'll be on tomorrow morning for NFL. So I know the last time we did that on a Sunday, I think there was 30, 40 people on one. My buddies is coming on. We're going to be doing some picks. So he'll be good. All right, so Baylor just fumbled. All right, well, hey, Baylor fumbled, though. If you like Baylor right now, probably bet them live because they're probably going to jump up to about plus 350 now because of that fumble. So there you go. Strategy. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another parlay of the day.